What's up, fam? It's Coach Cam. Here is a full body workout that I just did yesterday. Starting off here with an incline chest press machine. So haven't been to a commercial gym in a minute, so I kind of had to guess at the weight. Thankfully, I guessed correctly. So this set took me about 1:45 seconds, and really just taking the weight slow and controlled, especially during the beginning. I mean, it doesn't benefit you more to move the weight fast. In fact, if you move it fast, you lose a lot of tension on the muscles because you'd be accelerating the weight out of the bottom portion of the movement, and it kind of just floats up to the lockout. So performing it slower, safer, just as effective, if not more effective. As the set continues, I do start to push the weight faster. However, you cannot perceive this because the speed of the weight still remains the same, but I'm putting forth more effort and pressing harder. However, it still moves slowly. I did about 6 reps with this until I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get another rep with good form, which is fine. So from there, I will just hold the weight with a slight bend of the elbows, and I'm going to continue to put it force into the resistance until my muscles fail and I cannot hold the weight any longer. This very slow eccentric contraction still counts toward my training and counts toward the stimulus toward my muscles. This is why I track the time of the set. At this point, I will fail the final repetition and I will cease the exercise. Next is supinated lat pulldowns. Whoever invented this lat pull-down bar is a complete idiot because it spins and rotates, which makes it way harder to hold with your hands during an entire set. I left my straps at home, thought I could be a big boy and not use them. However, the lat pull-down bars are dumb. So if the bar was welded together and didn't spin, then I probably could have held it the entire time. However, this first set, I should say, lasted just over a minute before I could not hold the bar anymore. And then you'll see me at the end, I will stand up with the weight, my arms still bent as it was about to fly out of my fingers. But then what I did was I changed the attachment to a mag grip and then continued the set. So kind of a little bit of rest pause there, if you will, in order to finish my back with this exercise. So one set is ideal, but it's not mandatory if you made a mistake and something went wrong in your first set and your back still has energy. Next, I went to this shoulder press machine. This set lasted 2 minutes and I'm happy with that. It was a good weight. Perform the reps with control. Do not rest at the top or at the bottom of any exercise, because the whole point of exercise is to deeply recruit and fatigue your muscles. Do not give them a break. Do not make it easier. You want to do whatever you can to make the exercise harder. As the exercise continues, my body is recruiting stronger muscle fibers, heavier motor units, whatever you want to call it, until the end when they are all fully stimulated. So that's the point of training. This exercise hits the triceps, the front and middle deltoids of the shoulder, perhaps even some of the upper chest. So it's a good exercise to do. I don't usually do this exercise. I usually do dips or just lateral raises, but decided to take advantage of the fact this machine would be at this gym. Decided to go ahead and use it. So you want to perform the reps with control, breathe continuously. We're not holding our breath. And you want to think about what you are doing to your muscles. Okay, so do not focus on moving weight. You focus on moving weight and getting more reps. In that fashion, you're going to be taking the tension off the muscles, and you can just accelerate it to perform more reps. But it won't be as good of quality and as high of a stimulus on your muscles, which is what we're going for. So when you finish this set, the muscles involved should be completely spent. So this is me trying to get that last rep. I could not press it up any more, so I just held it and continued to produce force against the weight. And then now it starts to overtake my muscles as the fatigue is too much for them. This is what you're doing. You're weakening your muscles. They're momentarily weak. Next is supinated grip rows. I found an attachment that was welded so that it doesn't rotate in my hands. I just think that's so dumb. Like, imagine going to do pull-ups and the bar rotating in your hands. That's like a carnival trick that you see at like fairs. But no, it's lat pull-down bars too. Anyway, perform these rows until I could no longer produce not only another positive rep, but not only that, but I could not hold the bar in a contracted position any longer. But you want to make sure you're not using any momentum, outside forces. Slow and controlled. It's not about the exact weight that you use. I did look up what I used last time I was in a commercial gym and the weight, and I moved up from there. But ultimately, the weight you choose does not matter that much for the stimulus. But if you are tracking what you do, then go ahead and just use that as a baseline and what to do for your next workout. The more muscles you recruit in a workout, the higher the systemic stimulus is across your entire body. So that's why I'm doing compound movements, so that I can recruit not only my back muscles, but also my bicep muscles, and just get the biggest stimulus on my body as possible, because I'm not going to train again for another week. So what I'm really going to be doing is full body once a week. I'm going to make an A routine and a B routine. So this is the A routine. Training like this is very hard. It's very difficult. It's not comfortable. It's not fun. Training is not supposed to be fun. Training is an activity that you do to get results. So here is bicep curls, cable curls. Wasn't really planning on doing these, but decided, you know what, my biceps didn't feel all that fried, so decided to throw them in. I like to do these on a cable just to get the tension on the muscle throughout the entire movement. Obviously, you can do it with a barbell, dumbbells, any form, body weight, style, whatever you want. It's totally up to you. The muscle really could care less. It's about achieving that maximal stimulus. So use what you have available to make that happen, and use what you prefer to use. So I like the cable. This starts to get grindy here, but you don't stop just because it's hard. You keep going. It's uncomfortable, yes, but I'm recovered and I'm ready to push myself maximally. Here we go, lowering down as slow as I can. Pretty much an isometric here. And then I'm still losing. I'm still failing here. I'm going to hold. I actively try to pull the weight up on the negative, on that final negative especially. So that is very important. It's much more effective than just dropping the weight, letting gravity do the work. Next is tricep pushdown. So same thing. You want to brace your abdominals, your legs, have everything stable in position, and go ahead, press the bar with only your elbows. So elbow extension here. Try to get a full range of motion, although full range of motion is not required. Your muscles are, once again, you're looking for that maximal stimulus. If you can achieve it with full range of motion, great. If there's parts of the range of motion where the tension just disappears, like the top of a squat, things like that, then you don't need to go in those ranges of motion. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to matter in 10 years from now if you skip like 10 degrees of the range of motion. You're going to be just as strong and functional as anybody. So this is behind me is my friend Rami, who I'm training with. He's actually my hairdresser. Shout out to Rami. You guys should get your haircut by him if you're in Tampa, for sure. Send me a message. I'll hook you up. Anyway, this is me doing another rep here. Can I get it? Nope. So I'm just going to hold that half rep, which is fine. All we're going for is a stimulus. So once I cannot perform another rep, continue to exert force until it's pointless. Here we go, lateral raises. Doing these seated, just to take kind of the bracing out of it, keep it standardized. So I do this in my home gym as well, seated raises. And slow and controlled, 15-pound dumbbells, that's what I'm at. The set lasts between 70 to 90 seconds usually. Shoulders were a little sore, or a little tired, I should say, from the shoulder press earlier and the incline press. But went ahead and hit them anyway. Didn't progress on this exercise, but that's fine because like I just said, they were already fatigued. Not sure what the guy's doing behind me. No offense to him, I don't know him at all. Just, when you watch social media and influencers, you kind of could come out doing some weird exercises that don't line up with the function of a muscle and the resistance of gravity, which pulls downward. So anyway, finishing this rep, still producing as much force as possible, failing, and I'm about to call it off here at the end as I'm actively trying to raise the weight. Last, decided to do squats for the legs. This is kind of a very light amount of work, I guess, for legs. I usually also do quad extension, hamstring curl, and calf raise, but today, since I spent so much on upper body, I'm just going to keep squats in. And then my next workout, I'll do more of the other stuff. But overall, this was very good and effective workout. So 1 set of squats and then I'm done. So this isn't even that much weight. It's 155. I've never been a really heavy squatter. But hey, if you move it slow like this, it's going to feel like 300 pounds. So I set the safeties up right where I wanted to be, and this is the end of the workout.